If you spent the last 20 to 30 years solving the same problems at your work, and then wondered if that was ever worth anything outside of your job, you need to keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your career the same way again. Every paycheck you received is proof. Every promotion you've got is proof. And every time anyone came over and asked you to take a look at this because no one else can figure it out, that's real proof. Those aren't just routines, they're real evidence. And most of us don't actually think about it like that. We're programmed to show up, get a paycheck, put the years of service in. Along the way, could end up with promotions and different titles, and that's all a good thing. But that's not real evidence. Companies are paying you for your expertise and judgment, for problems solved, for things you make look easy that might drive other people crazy. Like many of us, even I didn't realize it until I had turned 60 years old and had lost everything. Starting over at a new job, then I saw it and it changed everything about how I thought about my retirement, income, and the value of my experience. And today, I'm going to show you how to find it. And the mistake we all start off with has to do with questioning ourselves. We start with, how do I know if I'm good enough? And we're human, and that's a normal reaction. And there's self-doubt always looking at something new. Until we ask ourselves, what evidence already exists that proves I'm good enough and ready to start? We're constantly looking for future proof while ignoring decades of past proof. And we fall into the validation trap. That's where we think we need another certification or another course or another degree, just something to tell us that we're ready. You just don't recognize it in this form because it's not as easily recognizable compared to the more tangible ones I just mentioned. But then we discover that the proof is in plain sight. So think about this. Throughout your career, every promotion really just meant we trust you with bigger problems to solve. Hopefully every raise recognized your contribution to something valuable and their way of sharing the wealth. And every person coming to you for help is really just saying, you know something I don't. And every difficult project handled means you're capable and can be trusted to completion. So every time someone asks you, hey, can you look at this? That's evidence. Every time your boss comes to you and says, hey, I need you on this, that's evidence. The evidence is all around you. Sometimes you just need to look at it a different way in order to see it. And that requires a mindset shift. You need to start identifying yourself by the problem you repeatedly solved, and more importantly, by the outcome that produced. Some examples, such as if you're a sales manager, you help sales teams consistently hit revenue targets. If you're in HR, you help reduce hiring mistakes. And if you're in engineering, you help solve expensive technical problems. Even in my case, where I consult on product failure analysis, I help keep warranty costs under control. And you can see by these examples, everything changes when you describe yourself by the outcomes. So here's a couple things to think about that we've already mentioned. Your promotions, like why did you earn them? Not when, specifically why. Think about your raises. What happened at that time that made them more valuable? Think about the projects that always landed on your desk. And think about those that came to you for help. Could be coworkers or customers, even leadership, and new employees. Also important that we don't think about much are compliments. What did people thank you for? Not just once, but repeatedly. And here's what you'll see when you connect the dots. You're not just seeing random events, you're seeing a pattern. And that pattern becomes your expertise. That expertise becomes an offer. And that offer becomes your consulting business. So it really comes down just to one sentence. And it's not, I worked in whatever industry for 28 years. You need to flip it into, for 28 years, I helped someone achieve something by solving something. Just fill in those three somethings. For me, it would be, I helped my manufacturing company save money by solving the reason for parts failures. And this sentence isn't supposed to be your elevator pitch. It's the bridge between your current employment and your future income. And you don't want to wait until retirement to discover this, and that's why you're here now. You want to discover this while you still have a job, and the stories are still fresh, and your networks are still active. You don't end up disappearing and your confidence is higher. We're looking for a seamless transition. Your retirement shouldn't be the beginning of figuring out your expertise. That's the time you start monetizing it. But like you, I kept waiting for someone to tell me that I was qualified. Then I realized I had all the validation I needed around me. All the raises, all the promotions, every crazy project that landed on my desk, along with all the people who came to me for help. They were certainly career milestones, But more important, they were evidence of proof. I just hadn't looked at it from that point of view. And if this is the first time you've looked at your expertise this way, that's great. And that's the whole point. So if you'd like more help with this, start the 7-day free trial at the link below. I'll get on a free 20-minute discovery call with you, and we'll get you moving forward towards a price consulting offer built around it.